Hey, 2 days ago, Google DeepMind released their next generation model called Gemini 1.5 Pro. And all I can say to get going is, holy Gemini, it is quite impressive. So in this video, I'll unpack 1.5 Pro for you guys at a high level, so at least you get a sense for why it's really exciting. Before I get going, two things. One, I will leave a link to all that I show you in this video in the description below so you can check it out for yourself. Number two, if you like my videos, please like them by hitting the button below. And please subscribe to the channel so you can stay up to date with all things AI. All right? So let's get going with Gemini 1.5 and why it is really, really exciting. There's a bunch of things, but I'll get to the one that just has to be mentioned first. Gemini 1.5 Pro has a context window of up to 1 million tokens. Guys, 1 million tokens. GPT-4 Turbo, state-of-the-art model, has 128,000 context window. 128,000 tokens. This is 1 million. And Claude 2.1 currently has the largest context window at 200,000 tokens. So this is already 5x that size. And this is a blog from Demis Hassabis, CEO of Google DeepMind. He does state that 1.5 Pro comes with a standard 128,000 token context window, but 1 million tokens is in production to a limited group of developers and enterprise customers. So it's already in production. He does say that they are going to be rolling it out basically. Before they roll it out, they're actively working on optimization to improve latency, reduce computational requirements, etc. It's coming, available to all of us. I'm pretty sure, hopefully, in the next few months, we will all have access to 1 million token context window. So let's get into the two really, I think, main things about 1.5. First is, as he says, highly efficient architecture. And what's novel about this 1.5 is that it's built upon a leading research on transformer and MOE architecture. And by the way, both of this research were done at Google. And so what's new here is the MOE architecture. Here's the research paper released in 2017 from Google Brain, introducing us to the mixture of experts architecture, MOE architecture. So that's in play here. Along with transformer. And basically the big difference is that transformer is a one huge huge neural net, and MOE models are divided into smaller neural nets, and that helps it helps make things more efficient. And so that's the one part, the architecture. There's something that's novel about this model. The second, as I already mentioned, is the 1 million tokens, which is already in production. So he says that in one go, basically in one prompt, you could include a 1-hour video as a prompt, or 11 hours of audio, or over 700,000 words in one prompt. Unbelievable. And this is mind-blowing. He states that in their research, they have already successfully tested up to 10 million tokens. I just told you 1 million, and they're saying that they already done it at 10 million. So what does that tell us? Soon enough, I'm hoping by the end of the year, at least for even if it's in terms of limited availability, that there's going to be a Gemini model that's going to be out there where we can have a context window of 10 million tokens. And it's mind-blowing. So in their technical paper, which I'll also leave a link, as I'm going to leave a link for everything, they read this if you're interested in like how all this not how it works, but like what they have to say about this model and some of the research they're willing to share with the general public. This is what it's basically saying, that their models can make use of the whole input, even at very long context window. This suggests to them that the model is able to improve its predictions by finding useful patterns in tokens. This is the killer part. Even if they occurred millions of tokens in the past, as is in the case of code. So they had done 2 tests. One they did over a prompt that was 1 million tokens. A prompt that had 1 million token. It was basically a long document. And then they also had a prompt where they had 10 million tokens for code. Mind blowing. So it's not losing anything. So we're not losing anything as this context windows are getting humongous. That's what their research is showing. Mind blowing. So in this blog, they point out 3 different examples of how this models performs or what they're capable of. This is a multimodal model. So one of the tests that they did was they as a prompt, they provided a 44-minute silent movie, and the model was able to accurately analyze various plot points and events, and even reason about small details in the movie that could easily be missed. And it's just mind-blowing, as is with this 1.5 Pro. But what they're hinting here with like 10 million tokens and all that, mind-blowing. Let me tell you, holy Gemini. One last thing I want to point out here. What Hassab says is that 1.5 Pro also shows impressive in context learning, and he kind of went through it in that technical paper, meaning that it can learn a new skill from information given in a long prompt. We kind of already highlighted that for you in the technical report. So mind-blowing. So let's just take a real quick look at this multimodal example here.
This is a demo of long context understanding, an experimental feature in our newest model, Gemini-1.5 Pro. We'll walk through a screen recording of example prompts using a 44-minute Buster Keaton film, which comes out to over 600,000 tokens. In Google AI Studio, we uploaded the video and asked, "Find the moment when a piece of paper is removed from the person's pocket and tell me some key information on it with the timecode." This screen capture is sped up, and this timer shows exactly how long it took to process each prompt. And keep in mind that processing times will vary. The model gave us this response, explaining that the piece of paper is a pawn ticket from Goldman & Company pawnbrokers with the date and cost, and it gave us this timecode 1201. When we pulled up that timecode, we found it was correct. The model had found the exact moment the piece of paper is removed from the person's pocket, and it extracted text accurately.
Wow, pretty cool. Yeah, everything about this 1.5 Pro is amazing, and knowing that this is just the beginning. We're soon going to have 10 million tokens. Who knows what's next, right? Hey, as always, I hope you found this helpful and useful, and helps you keep up to date with all things AI. And until next time.